Welcome to the Beyond Greatness Summit and welcome to my masterclass, Quantum Hacks to Upgrade Your Life. I'm super excited because so much information is coming to you, so please make sure you take notes, maybe take screenshots, and please be in a quiet place. There is a lot of information, so I want you to be able to be in a place where you can receive it, you can hear it, and make sure that the energy of my words is coming where it needs to go. Okay? Let's get started. Hi, and welcome to my masterclass. I'm Nataliya Price. Today, I'm going to show you how to manifest success, happiness, and fulfilling life and everything that is actually meant for you. I'm going to teach you this by showing you 3 steps that I use to manifest anything that I want. And I have a special gift for you if you stay till the end of the special training. I want to give you a free copy of my guided meditation that I actually used to change my life. And you're going to have a free copy of it at the end of this training. So my intention for you that this masterclass and the information that you need, there's no coincidences. For some reason, you're here right now. So my intention for you is that whatever you're looking for, you find it with me. But first, I want to make sure that you understand that you can have everything that you want in your life. And there is a process to it, to get there. And I hope that whatever information that you're going to hear in the next 20 minutes, that it's for you. And it resonates. Sometimes we read books or we see something all over and over again and it doesn't click. And then we have one person that finally hits home for us. Or this one book that we finally, everything comes together. And I hope that this masterclass will be this for you. And if your life is a huge clock and your childhood is the first 8 minutes, then you have another 52 minutes to have a great life. And yes, we think our childhood years shaped us, and they did. But what we don't realize that we have the power to let go and to say, this is not me anymore. This is not me anymore. So let's dig in. I'm Nataliya Price, and I want to share with you how quantum thinking changed my life. So who am I? I am a success and transformation coach, a mind coach, a behavior change specialist, a clinical hypnotherapist, on top of my 2 master's degrees in business. That's why I provide a combination of mindset coaching with business coaching. And in the past, I had successful business. I was an angel investor and advisor to startups. I was always on the go, never resting, never stopping to breathe. So inside, I was an unhappy, burnout, miserable owner of 2 businesses who slept only 5 hours and who didn't have a vacation for 2 years. And that burnout feeling is worse when you feel like you really want to show up as your best self, and then the stress sabotages you. So look, I want you to know that you're not alone. For me, it felt like I was in a state of panic. And worst of all, I felt like there was something wrong with me. And maybe you feel like that now. Like you are almost at your breaking point and you feel like something had to change. I found a quantum teacher and I switched my state of consciousness and I loved it. That night, I slept through the night for the first time in 18 months. And I stopped feeling miserable. And I started actually enjoying my job and, more importantly, my life. So what is it? How did I go from being so stressed to so blissed? There are 3 tools that allow me to make my own bliss chemistry. Meaning my brain started making its own dopamine and serotonin on demand. And I'm going to explain the science about this in just a moment. But it was this internal transformation that improved my life so dramatically. that I left my job, I traveled the world to study with the best in the world. So I can teach this to others. So, what is it, quantum thinking? Let's look at the definition. In a business context, quantum thinking means recognizing that multiple possibilities and opportunities coexist until we choose to observe and act upon them. It's about embracing uncertainty, acknowledging that our thoughts and intentions can shape our reality. The quantum thinking, this is something that I teach to my high-ticket clients and in my private coaching of highly successful business owners and business executives. And I also now I teach to my students in my signature online training. So today I'm going to teach you, I'm going to give you a little taste of it by showing you 3 steps that I use to manifest what I want. I combine those steps in my signature process, MBE: mindset, breathwork, energy. We move as our money is limited and our time isn't. But that's backwards. Money is unlimited and your time is limited. And so if I realize that time is limited, and the more and more I notice that every moment I am doing something that is not aligned, that is not fulfilling, that is just an addictive thing, I'm wasting something that I cannot get back, right? So every second, or I'm gonna go and do it tomorrow, you acting like the time is unlimited. You live in a lie again. So every time, as you say, I'm gonna follow my calling tomorrow, you acting like the time is unlimited. But then when you go to the cheapest restaurant that you don't like, that you don't want to go, and you're saving money, you're moving as the money is limited. And so this limited thought is in the wrong place. I know so many people that their television is on all the time for 12 hours a day. They just wake up and it's on. The Netflix, television, some news, movies, it's just on and on and on all day. Why? Because I don't want to know who I actually am. I need an excuse not to look at what the heck I am. And then it's just the day becomes the same day every day, forever, like the same day, the same repeating of the same. And there is a line in the movie Matrix when they say we don't free a mind after it reaches a certain age, because there is a point when some people go over the line when they are too identified with the past, with the trauma. And this is why we get to stop trying to our parents to understand all this stuff, because there is a line where it's too late, it's too much trauma. They are too identified as a pattern, so they associate any inner work, any personal development as death, because it would kill the pattern that they associate as them, their identity. They don't understand this concept, and you get to understand that where people are is where they are. And some people will opt to not change for the rest of their lives. And that's where we just get to surrender where people are. And there is no need for people to get us. So just focus on you. Focus on your change and focus on your transformation. My question for you is, do you want it? Do you want to change? And I really want you to ask yourself this question. if you are unhappy with your life and you feel like you are stuck, but you are not stuck at all. You are just focused on the only version of reality that you perceive to be real. And where did you get it from? For example, my father was very successful, but he worked non-stop, day and night. So my perception of success was you have to work very, very hard and you have no vacations and no joy in life in order to become successful, which is not true. And I did that. I showed up in my life like that. I was reliving that subconscious real. Now ask yourself, why do you believe you don't have whatever it is? Choose one thing. Why you don't have it right now? What's going on? Maybe because someone told you. Somebody you respect. Somebody you love. You are not allowed to have it. You don't deserve it. Or you saw someone else not getting it. Or you saw someone doing things certain way. So now you have this concept how it's supposed to be achieved. I'm telling you right now, it was hard for me to break that one, but it was such a liberating and beautiful experience. We live the infinite amount of realities, which I believe that we do. And I think if you sit with that just for a second, you would be like, that's quite possible. Why are you allowing yourself to be convinced just because of one belief, literally one, as a direct contradiction to what you desire? All right, now let's play. What you desire the most at this moment? Just at this moment right now, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? It could be money, it could be love, it could be the world peace, whatever it is. Okay, now, why do you believe you don't have it? Is it because somebody told you that you're not allowed to have it? You saw someone else not getting it? Now, did your parents have it? And if yes, how did they obtain it? We're just going deeper, we're digging into your subconscious rules. Those are all your subconscious rules that dictate how your life is supposed to look. Now you can go in completely different, the opposite direction. I don't want to have those rules because I don't want to be like my parents. I want to have the opposite rules. If any of this sounds like you, I want you to know that you're in the right place. You're not alone and help is on the way. Because you're about to learn 3 things that might be keeping you stuck in the stress, and more importantly, how you can start seeing changes as soon as tonight. So, how do you align yourself? Make decisions from love. Love versus fear. One of the biggest and yet the most profound lessons I learned in my life, and yet so simple. To make decisions from the place of love. And I apply it in my life every day. Gosh, probably every moment of every day. Now, if it doesn't resonate for you, it's totally cool. You can say light versus heavy. Does it feel light or does it feel heavy when I make this decision? I personally use love versus fear. And that's all I need to think about when I make a decision, that it doesn't come from fear. And now, here's a tricky one. When I was waking up every day, just as miserable as it can be in that old job, I was staying in that relationship that I shouldn't be in, and staying in the job that I probably should have left quite a long time ago, out of fear. Now it makes sense. That job paid very well. It was a fantastic company to work for. But I stayed because I was afraid I wouldn't be able to pay my bills. And at that point, I worked at the company long enough that I felt that I was comfortable. But that decision was made out of fear. It wasn't made out of love. It was practical, that it was completely impractical in the way that I really wanted to live my life. Now, not everyone get to choose how their life looks, but if you are unhappy with your life, you get to be a little bit brave to make a change and make that change from the place of love, self-love. The second is, and we have like the whole day that we go over this topic in my online course, what about you that's not you? Now we're really talking about what are all these belief systems that you hold that are not really for you, that comes from your parents, that comes from your grandparents. Maybe you picked up in some old relationship that was not a very positive one. It's all the things that you think is coming from you. It's like that voice in your head that's telling you what to do or telling you how to feel, but it feels like it's coming from fear, or at least it feels out of alignment. There are so many things about you that are not your truest you. They are not your soul, if you will. So it's very important to understand before you start to manifest. You need to understand what belief system that you have, what behavioral patterns I still tend to fall into that are not actually mine, or I don't want to own anymore. And the third is, let's stop trying to be good at meditation and instead let's focus on getting better at life, shall we? Because as far as I know, the death rate on this planet is 100%. So what are you going to do with the precious moment you have left in this body? What are you going to do with these precious moments you have left on this planet? If you're one of those people who try to meditate and it didn't work, and you cannot clear your mind, and you cannot sit still and try to meditate, don't think that you failed. You just most likely haven't been told the right tools. In my online program, I am teaching you a very simple process. It's actually guided meditation. You don't have to do anything. You just lay down, you cover your eyes, and you just listen to my voice and music. It's very easy. Now, if you're trying to imagine how it feels like while you are doing this, it's kind of like a supercharged power nap that calms down your nervous system, which is what allows you to heal. If you want to join my online training, I'm going to put the link in my profile in the digital speakers booth. So there is a waiting list, and if you click on that link and sign up, you will be notified when my signature program is available. And as I promised, since you stayed till the end of this masterclass at the Beyond Greatness Summit, I have a gift for you. My special guided meditation, the last 20 minutes of your life.